On page one, the coordinator for the power grid in Pennsylvania's region told state lawmakers today the projected peak electrical load this summer appears manageable, but a scenario involving an extreme demand event could push the system's envelope. Jason Stenik, Executive Director of the Government Services for PJM Interconnection, which manages the grid in a 13-state region and the District of Columbia, also said electricity demand in some parts of Pennsylvania will grow as rates never have been seen like this before, thanks to artificial intelligence, computing, data centers, and other high-energy uses, like we've been talking about in Homer City. But what have I been telling you for the longest time? I've had experts on, politicians on, and I have been begging and pleading we need a better infrastructure. We need to find a way to make it better in Pennsylvania. And the only way we do that is by going back to work and actually start to invest in the infrastructure. It's that simple. You invest in the infrastructure. And when you do that, you won't be dealing with these issues. I must tell you, after this recent storm, for the first time in my entire life, I started to think, do I get a generator? Do I not really stock up during the season when it comes to those perishable items? And maybe I should be thinking about just where I live and possibly investing into solar power. I have never, and I've been covering these stories since the mid-'80s, when I was having a whole lot more fun and staying up all night, not worrying about such ridiculous nonsense. But maybe through age comes wisdom. And now I'm telling my children, and hopefully if I'm long enough, I'll tell my grandchildren, you better plan ahead. I mean, think about what we were dealing with. Close to 500,000 people in our region who were without power. I mean, how's that possible? And I know it's easy to point the finger and start blaming the public utility company of choice. Those men and women were in those buckets late at night during the storm when the wind was howling, doing everything humanly possible and risking life and limb to get us back up and running again. And make no mistake about it, the most important issue when it comes to this recent storm was the loss of life. 3 people who lost their lives, and families will never be the same. So we need to take a strong, closer look at everything that is happening in this region. But I do know this. When it comes to the power grid from sea to shining sea, America is antiquated. And if we don't start figuring it out and start putting some sweat equity and rolling up our sleeves and rebuilding the grid, it's only going to get worse. Till where one time the lights may go out, and who knows if they ever will return. Just some words of wisdom, something to think about on a Manic Monday from your Pratt Pack.